Today I'd like to tell you about one of the earliest efforts to whitewash American history. In 1835, the American Anti-Slavery Society began promoting abolitionism through a bold direct mail campaign. They mailed over 1 million copies of 4 abolitionist newspapers and magazines to influential people all across the nation. 3 of these were geared towards adults, while The Slave's Friend was specifically for children. It contained gritty depictions of slavery and encouragement to support the abolitionist cause. Their opponents' reaction was immediate and violent. In South Carolina, a mob of thousands stole the mail from a post office and burnt it along with effigies of prominent abolitionists. In Tennessee, a Christian minister in possession of abolitionist magazines was publicly whipped and driven from the state. As hysteria over abolitionism continued, an experienced publisher named Duff Green thought he saw a market for pro-slavery school books and all the craziness. This is the prospectus for his new publishing company. His stated goal was to see the public benefited by the introduction of a uniform series of improved school books, and the South protected against the introduction of any matter tending in the most remote degree to assail our institutions and property. One of his reasons for starting this new business venture is the abolitionist mail campaign. In this prospectus, he clearly states that he looks chiefly to booksellers, merchants, and the slaveholders of the South for subscription. This business venture was not successful, but the underlying sentiment persisted, and noticeable shifts in textbook content began taking place. For example, let's take a look at the 1832 and 1849 editions of the Child's First Book of History by Samuel Goodrich. The 1832 edition has a stark image of black slaves working under an overseer carrying a whip. The text describes their total lack of liberty, the grim reality of family separation, and the author's wish that slavery be abolished. The 1849 edition removed all of that and replaced the picture with a beautiful landscape with barely noticeable figures working in the distance. The text contains a new section that states that slaves are the legal property of their masters who have the legal right to punish them for bad conduct and to sell them. I hope you learned something new and interesting today. Next time we're going to dive into the 1850s.